inspirations, spotlighting gospel sensation. Motivation and inspiration for your eternal destination. Let's talk about it. It's the Larry W. Robinson Show.
Thank you for tuning in to the Larry W. Robinson Show. My guest today, Cristina Lockett. She's an author, minister, and media personality. She has some exciting developments happening, and I wanted her to come on the broadcast today to share with you all about it. Then I'm going to talk with BJ McKenzie. He has a new single and a new book, and the subject matter is something that we need in the world today. Don't miss out on that segment. And then, of course, I'll talk with Dr. Josiah Rogers. He has a new single as well as a new book and a clothing line. And then, of course, we'll talk about how he has been one of Gospel Update's most controversial cover artists. This is going to be a very exciting broadcast. Do me a favor right now, like and share this conversation. Like and share the conversation. Also, I want to invite you to download the latest issue of Gospel Updates magazine. It's the June 2020 issue. It features Yumika Body Griffin, Eric Maurice Clark, Dijah, and many other artists. You can also get your digital subscription by going to gospelupdates.com. You can support me and the broadcast by getting your subscription to Gospel Updates magazine. Do that by going to gospelupdates.com. All right, as always, get your favorite beverage, your favorite snack. Stay with us. It's the Larry W. Robinson Show. We'll be right back after this.
Stay tuned for the Larry W. Robinson Show. You're listening to The Larry W. Robinson Show.
Now on the broadcast, one of my good friends. I'm so excited. Cristina Lockett is with me. What's up, Christina?
Hey, Larry, how are you?
I am doing good. Thank you so very much for being a guest on the Larry W. Robinson Show today. Now, listen, this week I wanted to just kind of focus on people that have been a blessing to me over the years. And you are definitely one of those people. So I wanted to take a moment to just highlight people that have, you sold into my ministry, bought my products and services. You tag when I put something out there. You have just been a tremendous blessing to me and the things that God has called me to do. So I definitely wanted you on this broadcast just so I can shine the spotlight on you and let folk know what you do. So do me a favor, real quickly, just tell the listening audience a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you.
Oh, well, thanks again, Larry. And the feeling is mutual. You have been a blessing to me throughout the years as well. So again, I am Cristina Lockett. I am the host of the Cristina Lockett Show, formerly the Message of Hope radio show. We also have a television broadcast, a Message of Hope. It's an inspirational media ministry. And the reason why we say it's a media ministry because we incorporate radio, television, and magazines. And so the magazine, once it was SRCN, our next issue is going to be a Message of Hope. So it's a little bit of a name change, but the same format. And I'm an educator. I have two sons, and 21 and 18 years old. So I'm excited about the things God is doing.
All right. And so you're also an author. You have 4 books, and one of them I'm really excited about. But do me a favor, tell the audience a little bit about your books as well.
Yes, so I have authored 4 books. I am a self-published author. All of my books are available on Amazon. My first book is like more of a personal testimonial. Mm-hmm. And once I wrote that first book called Love Lost My Story, A Message of Hope, then I released a journal to match up with that book, My Story Healing Journal. And I followed that with my third book, which that's the book that Larry is a part of. He wrote the foreword. That book is called Permission to Pray, A Message of Hope. In that book, I go into detail about prayer, and I talk about the fact that you can pray about anything and everything. And I use some personal examples and, of course, some biblical examples. But my latest book has been a big hit. It's called Parenting, A Message of Hope. And that book is, I'm not necessarily telling people how to parent, but I'm encouraging them to be more conscious of their parenting and also parenting with a biblical perspective, if that makes sense. And so it's going well, Larry.
That's good. That's good. Well, of course, you have something that's also new. You have a new website. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, so shout out to our web designer, Larry W. Robertson.
Oh, bless you.
But my new website is streamlined. It's awesome. You get to highlight everything that I'm doing. And, of course, contact me when you need to contact me. So it's www.CristinaLockett.com. Thank you, Larry, for designing our website.
Oh, bless you. I'm so excited for you. Now, do me a favor. You have your radio broadcast, even though it's now called the Cristina Lockett Show,
Mm-hmm.
it was called A Message of Hope. And I just love that because, you know, with all the things that's happening in the world right now, people need
Yes.
hope and people need encouragement. So before we go, I just kind of wanted to highlight the things that you're doing, but I just want to take maybe 15 to 30 seconds, if you don't mind, in this moment, just to share with people a simple message of hope.
Well, you know, right now we have a movement happening around the world, not just in the United States of America. It's a movement across the world. And I mentioned that I have 2 sons. And so, you know, as a mother, we pray, we intercede for our sons. But I challenge everyone to not only intercede for their family, but intercede for everyone across the world, because things are happening that we're not too excited about, but we still need a message of hope. And I feel like things are happening in a positive way. You know, it was a lot of negativity, but Romans 8:28 says all things work together for our good. So I see the wheels turning, and I feel like progress is going to happen. A movement is going to take place. So I just want everyone to be encouraged.
That's good. Cristina Lockett, her brand new website is CristinaLockett.com. Go check her out today. Gives a great overview of all of the wonderful ministries and gifts and callings that God has on her life. Again, Cristina Lockett, I really just wanted to bring you on the broadcast today simply to say thank you for being such a tremendous blessing to me over the years.
Oh, thank you, Larry.
All right. Stay tuned. There's more to come.
Stay tuned for the Larry W. Robinson Show. You're listening to the Larry W. Robinson Show.
Now on the broadcast, one of my favorites, BJ McKenzie. Now, BJ and I met at an award show years ago in Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken, but I was a fan long before then. He has one of my favorite songs, Born to Win. And if you know anything about me, you know I talk about endless possibilities, etc. And I love inspiring music, and his song Born to Win is definitely one of those. But he has a new single, and he has a 30-day devotional. And he's one of our supporters at Gospel Updates magazine. And so I wanted to invite him on the broadcast for him to tell you all about his new single as well as his 30-day devotional. BJ McKenzie, what's up, sir?
What's up? What's up, Larry? Thank you so much for having me. I am so glad to be with you on today. It's so good.
Thank you. All right, so let's start at the beginning. You know, I love the song Born to Win.
Oh, yes.
Of course, I reached out to you. It's like, hey, this is my song right here. Before we get into the new single, which I think is so timely for today, as well as the 30-day devotional, tell me about Born to Win and why it was so important for you to get that song into the earth.
Born to Win was a song that I wrote when I was at a place in my life where I was out of it. There was a lot going on, and I just felt sorry for myself. It was just so much burden handed down on me. And so I was asking God just to give me some comfort. And as I was asking for comfort, the Lord placed some people that I knew that was going through some things too. And God said, Born to Win. I was like, Born to Win. And I just started writing, and God said, you were born to win this war. And so in that, I took that and I ran with it. And no matter what we're going through, we have to know that God have our best interest and He is there for us. And we were born to win regardless what comes against us.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you got to do like David said, encourage your own self. So
You got
is that
to.
one of your encouraging songs for yourself?
That is one of my encouraging songs that I'm able to look in the mirror and say, Bernard, no matter what you're going through, BJ, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing, you get through it. You were born to win.
Yeah. And speaking of Born to Win, you're talking to yourself with this new single. It's titled, I Will Not Fear.
Oh my God.
I Will Not Fear. Also, and then you have the 30-day devotional. Tell me why you put the single and the book out together.
So I Will Not Fear was recorded a couple of years ago in Las Vegas. I just released it last year on my birthday. And I Will Not Fear, I wrote that one as well. As I was writing that, God also was ministering to me about how many times fears come against us, and they're just illusions to make us not get to what we need to get to. But it's up to us to think about God and think about how God can help us through it. And with God helping us through it, we got to know that we cannot fear the enemy because God is right there with us, standing firm with us. And so that's where the 30-day devotional came from, that single. And I said, Lord Jesus, you gave me that song, so I know you got some devotionals that I can share with others so they would not fear on whatever might be facing them in their life right now.
That's good. I Will Not Fear. It's the new single, as well as the 30-day devotional that you can get from BJ McKenzie. Now listen, go to his website. Be a tremendous blessing to him. Get his new single and get his 30-day devotional. The website is BJ, as in B, the letter B, the letter J, and get this, music, MUZIC. Sir, why you put that website like that?
You know, just trying to be different and unique.
All right, go to BJ Music, MUZIC.com. BJmusic.com. BJ, now you told me you came to play, right?
Right, I did.
All right. So this is the Larry W. Robinson Show. This is the Gospel Update segment. Well, most people know me from gospel singing on the spot. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it because I've been a part of it.
So what we do is we give you a song out of the clear blue sky and say sing. Okay. So I want you to, because, you know, it's my favorite song, and you've probably sung it for me before, but I just want the people, I want them to go and download I Will Not Fear. So I want them to hear that by going download it. But today, because I sense that there are people that might be a little discouraged because of what's going on. They're seeing all the memes, all the videos, and they're like, well, Lord, am I really destined to win or born to win? I want you to encourage them today by singing a little portion of Born to Win.
All right. See, you got a bad report. You were all alone, no one to support. You're standing at your breaking point. Cause your faith is weak. Keep asking God, why me? He has a purpose and a plan for you. In your weakest moment, He'll come and rescue you. You were created to produce greatness. You will survive this. You were born to win. This is my favorite part right here. You were built for this. Yeah, you were born to win. You were born to win this war. Whoa. You were built for this. You were born to win. You were born to win this war. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Born to Win from BJ.
Born to win.
It's available at all digital download stations. And while you're there getting that song, Born to Win, pick up his new single, I Will Not Fear. Let that be your declaration for today. I Will Not Fear. It's the new single, as well as a 30-day devotional from BJ McKenzie. Go to his website. So it's so cool. bjmusic.com. That's the letter B, the letter J, MUZIC.com.
Yes.
BJ McKenzie, thank you for being a great friend, but then also thank you for being such a great supporter of Gospel Updates.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you. Love you, bro.
All right. Come back real soon, man.
All right.
All right.
Stay tuned for the Larry W. Robinson Show. You're listening to The Larry W. Robinson Show.
And now on the broadcast, Dr. Josiah Rogers. He has a new group titled 360. He has a new single titled 360 Turnaround featuring Yvette C. Williams. It's available at all digital download stations. He has an apparel line which has shorts and undergarments and a new book and so much more. I'm excited to have my buddy, Dr. Josiah Rogers, on the Larry W. Robinson Show. Welcome, buddy.
What's up, Larry?
Listen, you got me in trouble.
That sound about right.
Okay, so you were the cover artist, I think it was May, April or something last year. You were the cover artist of the Gospel Updates magazine. And there you were with your boxing outfit on, had your little chest out. And I mean, the Saints just went in. Why he on there with his chest out and da-da-da-da-da? And I mean, that was the most controversial cover that we have probably had since we've been producing Gospel.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I love it. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, so but welcome back to the broadcast. Let's start. I know where I want to go, but let's start first with this new single, 360. Tell me about it.
Okay, so 360 Turnaround so the basis of the song is talking about how God is getting ready to do a complete turnaround in your favor. Not a half turnaround, not a partial turnaround, but a full turnaround, a complete turnaround in your favor. And it just happens so that we're putting it out during this time, during quarantine time. Mm-hmm. I didn't really know that this was all going to happen, but I did tell my group during the time that we were preparing to go into the studio and everything, that I wanted to make sure that we had something, because I felt something was getting ready to come down the line. I thought it was going to be snow. Like, I thought we was going to be stuck in the house.
A little more than snow.
Okay. Usually, that can go into any month, and then you're stuck because of ice, because of, transportation issues. I didn't know it was going to be this. So happened. So, it is what it is. We ended up doing a music video, which is also available on youtube.com. So, yeah. That's what happened. So
and you have a new group, 360. The single is titled 360 Turnaround, featuring Yvette C. Williams. Now, most people will know Yvette C. Williams singing, I think it's For Every Mountain with Kirk.
For Every Mountain,
singers,
as well as In the Sanctuary.
Yeah.
She was the lead soprano for that. Yeah.
She's one of the world's most incredible sopranos and vocalists. So, but she's on this single, 360 Turnaround, and it's available at all digital download stations. Yes. All right. Now, you also have this book titled Broken Silence of a Victorious Victim. Tell me about it.
Okay, so it's a poetic autobiography. Usually people, when they put out autobiographies, it's just writing about themselves. But I said, no, let me do it in a creative way. So I ended up doing a poetic autobiography, which is a bunch of poems concerning me, concerning my life, concerning my journey, the ups, the downs, the gossip, the rumor. I mean, it digs in. Like it's definitely, if you want to know about me, that's the best book to get. Absolutely.
All right. Broken Silence of a Victorious Victim. Now, listen, you need to follow Dr. Josiah. Now, listen, he's a singer. He's a minister of the gospel. but he also has this cool apparel line.
Yeah.
Now, I encourage you to follow him on Instagram. But let me warn you now, if you deep and super saved, you may
Warning.
not want to follow him.
Warning.
But if you liberated in your spirit,
disclaimer.
right? But if you liberated in your spirit, then you might want to follow Dr. Josiah Rogers. He has this apparel line title, and I love it. He says, "I love my thick body." He has shorts and undergarments at this time, and then of course he's working on other things. But listen, Dr. Rogers, we're not all meant to be super skinny. You know, I used to want this 29, 30-inch waist, and you know, I have this thing on it. I love to cook. I'm from the South, and I love it I love flavor. I love it to taste good. And let me tell you a quick story. I was in the bank years ago, and one of the bank tellers, she said, she said, "Oh, Mr. Rob," she said, "you are skinny and you are out of season," was how she told it to me. I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, you out of season because thick is in." No, she said, "Thick is in and you are out of season." Well, back then I was super skinny, like super skinny. And so I think when I turned like in my 33, 34s, I started gaining weight. And people was like, "Oh man, you look good. You know, you gaining weight. Your cheeks are filling out, getting little thighs and all that kind of stuff." And so, you know, I was like, "Oh, okay. I had never got this kind of attention before." So then I, you know, fast forward, went back in the bank, and she was still working there. She says, "Ooh, Mr. Rob, you in season now. You in season now." I was like, "What?" But so you have this, and then of course, as I'm getting older, you know, naturally your body just spreads, you know.
Absolutely.
So I'm getting thicker and wider. Talk about that. But so you have this apparel line that says, "I love my thick body," and I think the first thing I saw was the shorts or something, and I was like, "Now that's what I'm talking about," because I'm learning to embrace who I am and love me exactly the way God has made me, or how I am evolving over the years. You know, I went from really skinny, and now I'm, you know, getting thicker. So what encouraged you or inspired you to come up with this line titled, "I love my thick body"?
Well, it's for that reason that you really spoke about. Like, I've been working out for over 15 to 16 years now, as far as fitness is concerned. And when you see people who work out, like they have the chiseled bodies, that's your goal. But I came to the realization that that's not going to happen for me, because that's not the way my body is shaped to be. Like, that's not, like, I'm not about to take a whole bunch of nonsense that just might cause me health issues down the line just to look good for, you know, a temporary period. But I am going to definitely work at my own pace. So as I continue to post pictures and continue to post fitness videos everywhere, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and people see me in person, people have said, "Yo, your body, like, you're my body goal. Like, that's exactly what I want." And I'm like, listen, my body goal is the goal I'm going for. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what you see. But, you know, and I've gotten, like I said, several compliments off of it. So I've learned to embrace what I have, of course, working towards doing better, but not going the extra mile of, well, I'm trying to be smaller. If anything, I want to be healthier. I don't want, you know, I want to be toned. I want everything to be solid. Now, from what some people think, it is solid. But once again, you know, we're usually our work. We're usually our worst critics. But I want people to embrace their size, their thickness, because you can be thick and still be fit. You don't have to be skinny and be fit. You can be thick and be fit. And you have, you know, football guys, you know, I like that. They have it, you know, as well as, you know, sumo, like they have, like, you still have the build, you know, and this is what people are really going for. Some people who are skinny are still trying to get thick. Like what I have, people are trying to pay for. Like they're trying to get that. So that's why I've just learned to embrace it, you know, as well as still going towards being healthy, and, you know, setting whatever goal you have, set that. Don't try to use somebody else's goal. Don't try to go up with somebody else's body. Be the healthiest that you can be. Because if you turn around and try to look like them, you're going to look kind of weird.
You're right.
And that might be you think you looking good and you don't look good at all. And once again, it might cause health risk down at the, and who has the time to look good but then die early? That's just, yeah.
But you know, I sincerely believe everybody is not meant to be super skinny. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
we
they're
have
not.
people. I know some people that, to me, in my opinion, they look amazing a thicker
Mm-hmm.
size. And I've
Mm-hmm.
seen them where they did this transformation and lost all this weight. Their face looked
Mm-hmm.
drawn in. They just look weird. I'm like, you really should have stayed thick.
And
But
see,
so
that's how
everybody's not
you
meant
know
for that.
whether or not you're meant to be thick or skinny. You can tell by your body structure. Like if you're coming down and your bones are starting to
Yeah.
show like through your face, that or through your like your body is not built for that. Like you
Right.
shouldn't see my shoulder bones popping out through my shoulders if I'm too skinny. No, absolutely not. Like I'm broad shouldered. So because of that, everything is going it's going to fall in. Even while losing weight, everything will come in real nicely. You can always tell if somebody did it the healthy way or the unhealthy way. So
Got it.
that's always been my kick.
Got it. I love my thick body. Follow him on Instagram. Now, to find you on Instagram, we just simply search Dr. Josiah Rogers or Josiah Rogers.
Well, you can put in, I mean, to be exact, you can probably put in Dr. Josiah Rogers, but I've changed the name of my page so many times.
Yes, you have,
But
sir.
I'm not going to. But I'm not going to do it this time. It's very simple. Josiah N. Rogers. Like, you can't beat that.
Yeah,
JosiahNRogers. You
okay,
can't beat that.
Josiah N. Rogers on Instagram. And then, of course, again, let me warn you so you don't say Larry sent me over here. If you're offended by the body that God has given us, then you may not want to follow him. But if you're not offended, then go on over there and find Josiah N. Rogers. Let me just tell you something funny. So you know you was the cover artist for Gospel Updates. And so
Yes.
somebody hit me up like, Larry, did you see his Instagram page? And I think at that time I was not following you on Instagram. I was following you on Facebook. And so I was like, no, why? And when I tell you my phone started dinging, ding, 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 all these pictures.
I'm sure.
I said, oh my God.
Let me tell you something. That has been the way of my life, and I've learned to accept it. And the reason why I say I've learned to accept it is because there's really nothing wrong with it. How people take it is how people take it, you know. But I'm not. A lot of pictures that I post, a lot of people have hidden, and that's why people end up getting exposed because they'll turn around and send pictures. Listen, that's not the purpose of me posting it. The purpose of me posting it is fitness. And when you look at people who are fitness models and who are trainers, that's the only way you can possibly, you know, follow somebody and want to be a part, you know, run with fitness because of them is because you've seen their results. It's only but so much you can really show with your shirt on. It comes with the territory. Right. Like it just comes, certain things just comes with the territory. And people are so boxed in, you know, to the point that, you know, they'll limit you. And, you know, controversy is not a big deal to me because, you know, as far the old saying is curiosity killed the cat. So a lot of people, you know, that are doing really well now, it's because they had some kind of controversy behind their name. And yet people turn around, they're so newsy that they want to go and see. And it's crazy because them talking about it is still promoting what you're doing.
Right, that's true.
It's
well, you know, they used to say even bad press is good press. So
it just is what it. And I always said this, you know, stuff like that will bring me to, you know, interviews like this where I need to always be prepared to have an answer versus, you know, being a coward and being like, well, no, I didn't mean to. No, I did. And the purpose of the motive of me doing it was this. Now, what you got out of it? Well, I mean, it's what it is, what it is. That just shows where your mind is. How about that? Get your mind together, purify your mind. How about you meet me in the gym? If you can do the reps that I can do, then we can talk about this thing. But other than that, while you sitting at home eating a bag of Cheetos and potato chips, yet you passing around my pictures. While I'm over here pushing, for example, here we go. And this is not a plug, but I just recently, within a month, purchased this new workout thing called the Beckford Bar. Okay. And I started posting videos concerning it. Well, don't you know, Beckford Bar Company contacted me.
Wow.
Beckford Bar turned around and started posting my videos and pictures in their story. Now, this ain't got nothing to do with gospel, but people are purchasing that bar because I posted it. Same thing with the Simply Fit slider thing with Jiggy, the plastic skateboard. Same thing. Like people will come for you for what you put out. But if you want to be, well, no, I'm shying away. Listen, the church needs to get fit. The church needs to get healthy. They're not doing it.
The church needs to get fit and healthy, not skinty.
Thank you. Because skinny is not always healthy.
Right.
It's just a look. Like you can look healthy, but are you really healthy?
That's true.
You know,
Dr.
so
Josiah,
Yes,
Josiah Rogers, his current single is titled 360 Turnaround. It features Yvette C. Williams. Of course, you'll know her from The Sanctuary and For Every Mountain from Kurt Carr. It's available at all digital download stations. The book is titled Broken Silence of a Victorious Victim. That's available on Amazon and all other places you find great books. And then, of course, again, follow him on Instagram, Josiah N. Rogers, and look for his apparel line, I Love My Thick Body. Oh, before we go, show him the shorts. I think you have the shorts on?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
I just see thick and body. You got to come
Here we go with the I love.
Okay, there you go. I love my thick body. And you also have, he has the shorts, undergarments, and working on some other things. But follow him on Instagram. Man, it's a pleasure. Thank you so very much, Dr.
We always have fun every time we talk, man.
And you know what? And thank you for being a support, because it's been years you've been supporting Gospel Updates. I sincerely appreciate you, brother.
And you've been supporting me. So, I mean,
I try.
And you do a phenomenal job. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you, man.
Love you too, boss.
Stay tuned for the Larry W. Robinson Show. You're listening to the Larry W. Robinson Show.
Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. Do me a favor, if you have been encouraged by my guest today, Cristina Lockett, BJ McKenzie, or even Dr. Josiah Rogers, take a moment to like and share this broadcast. Like and share this broadcast. And then also head on over to gospelupdates.com and get your digital subscription to the Gospel Updates magazine. Our June cover artist is Yumika Body Griffin. Plus, it features Eric Maurice Clark, Dijah, Ernest Pugh, and a whole lot more. Get your digital subscription to Gospel Updates by going to gospelupdates.com. Again, thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. My only request of you is to like and share today's broadcast. All right, like and share today's broadcast. And then, of course, once again, head on over to gospelupdates.com and get your digital subscription to the Gospel Updates magazine. I appreciate you for taking time for watching today's broadcast. Please stay tuned.
Robinson Show. Filled with talk and inspirations, spotlighting gospel sensation. Robinson Show. Motivation and inspiration for your eternal destination. Robinson Show.